Can I boil it down to very sort of broad strokes here, Yoshiaki, for a minute? Because I'm just wondering, to what extent is the analyst's approach now to looking at auto companies, to what extent is it determined by the EV or the new energy question in the markets now? A lot of the regulation in the bigger countries is suggesting that, we are definitively heading in that direction. But from a quarterly and results-based focus, is the EV story now the major strategy story? Is every company being judged on how good its approach to this new future is? Or is the EV question still an incremental and marginal difference in differentiating between the companies?
But I think it depends on the company. But most of I think the Japanese OEMs are taking strategy because they have various geographic footprint, as you said, for the CO2 compliance target could be different by the country and the market where they are producing it or probably exporting it. So that is taking a little bit time to gain traction by only shifting for the EV. But some of the other market, the Caribbean countries or sub-Saharan countries or the African country, Middle Eastern countries, where has non-regulated or less regulated market, where they have also have some presence in the market. So they have to do, so that could be different approach that they should be taking it.
So what is the size of those relative markets then? I mean, the addressable market where the EV agenda is the primary agenda versus the rest of the territories where it isn't. Where is the biggest impetus here?
For now, in the shorter term, for the announcement, that could be the strategy for the EV and the strategy in the future. So that could be more important. But they also need to be focusing on for the car sharing and ride-hailing strategy for the mass mobility as a service one. So they need to be sort of multiple strategy that's taking, not only shifting toward battery EV, but they also multiple views they need to looking at. So that's why it's taking lots of resources to do that on the production side, and manufacturing side. And what's happening now is for the chip shortages in the short term. So there's a lot of mixture, yes, of the reasoning, yes.